The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi, Sandy Vicani here with Insurance Agency Marketing. So really appreciate everyone attending this webinar Friday morning. Greatly appreciated. I head up the Life Division here at IAMS and wanted to go over a couple things with you before we go over this webinar on annuity hybridization. So here at IAMS, we have something called a business builder. And what that means is whenever you refer an agent over to us and that agent gets contracted, we will send you a check for $50. If that same agent writes and places business with us, we pay you an additional 20 basis points on each piece of placed business written thereafter. That doesn't come out of your commission. It doesn't come out of the agent's commission. That comes directly from IAMS as a big thank you for entrusting us with that agent. For all agents, we have something called a marketing reimbursement account, and think of that almost as a business savings account. And what we do is for every $100,000 of premium that you place with IAMS, and that is whether you do that with life, annuity, MedSep, combination thereof, we put $100 in a marketing reimbursement account for you to help offset any business expenses. So what happens is that marketing reimbursement account continues to build. It doesn't ever go away. It transfers from year to year until you decide to use that. You submit a business invoice, for example, with if you purchased a computer, a seminar system, whatever business-related expenses, submit that invoice. We pay up to 50% of that as long as that money is in that account. We also have something for our new agents. So if you're new to IAMS, within your first 6 months of getting contracted and placing business with us, we offer something called a new producer builder. And what we do is for every $100,000 of placed business, we will you get to choose actually a $750 cash bonus or a 2-year producer website that we create and manage for you. If you like to hold off and you think, gosh, I'm going to place $300,000 of business in my first 6 months with IAMS, you can choose a $1,500 gift card, or you can choose that $2,000 in that marketing reimbursement account we just spoke about, or you can choose a Social Security program and 3,000 piece mailing. If you'd like to hold off because you think, gosh, I'm going to go gangbusters here, place $500,000 of business with IAMS, again, that's life, annuity, MedSep, combination thereof. You can choose a 4,000 piece mailing and seminar coaching with a top producer of ours, Dave Pimper, a 5,000 piece mailing and seminar coaching with another great top producer of ours, Matt Gill. Or you can choose my favorite, and it truly is my favorite, is a Ritz-Carlton Travel Rewards Getaway where you plan your own destination. Again, this doesn't come out of any of your commissions. This is just a big thank you to IAMS for allowing us to help grow your agency in the first 6 months of doing business with us. We also have, I think, top-notch back office support, and we have such great back office support because we know how much time it takes to fill out contracting, pull forms, and we want to save you time so you can work smarter and not necessarily harder on the back end. And again, when you first contract with IAMS, we set you up on paperless contracting. You fill the paperwork out one time and submit that, and in the future you won't have to fill out any additional contracting. We help you with case design assistance. We run quotes. We send forms. Gosh, if you need help with coaching or any top sales expertise, we're here for you to do that. And what I think is most important out of all of this is that submission to commission. And what I mean by that is when you write a piece of business, you submit that application to us. We go over that the same day, make sure nothing is missing. If anything is missing, we give you a call, get that information completed. We order any exams or labs that need to be ordered on the life side, and we submit that piece of business again that same day to the carrier. We follow that application through the underwriting process, and we touch that every 3 days to make sure that it stays on track to get your commission and the policy out the door just as quickly as possible. We also have a strong creative side, and so when you call, I can't strongly suggest enough that you speak with Sean or Jacob in our creative marketing department. If you see any of our life and annuity books or newsletters, our great website, they do that work. If you personally need help with flyers and handouts, if you have a logo design that needs to be refreshed or you don't have one, we'll create that for you. Choose the specific colors that catch people's eyes. Business cards, website, again, if you need one that needs to be refreshed or you don't have one, we'll create and manage that for you. Online newsletters, social media advertising, that is so big right now, especially, for example, on Facebook. If you're looking at the advertisements on Facebook and you'd like to know how to do that, how to get your name and your agency out there, we'll help you with that. So again, Jacob or Sean in our creative department, please give them a call and ask for them. They'll be more than happy to go over any of that with you and try to help you get your agency name out there. Our website, great website, it's www.iamsinc.com. When you go onto our website, this is just a wealth of great information. So when you give us a call and say, gosh, I need Equitrust form or I need a North American application, this is exactly where we go. If you call and say I need a term or UL quote, this is where we're pulling that from, and this is where you can do the same. So our website is always accessible 24/7. You can pull forms online. You can quote term and UL. If you want to look at our top 5 MIGA annuities, you can pull that up right there. There's a great annuity grid on that. Has industry links and news. It has our, for training, we have our webinar calendar out there. If you like to look at our previous webinars, you can pull up our recorded webinars. We have a link if you want to shop around for E&O, or you don't have E&O and you need some. We have a great link to help you with that. It'll take you right over to a carrier. I think got between $400 and $450 a year. Very expensive for E&O insurance. And then we have our sales resource library, which allows you to take a look at educational videos. You can pull up different forms, whether you're looking to do a life assessment or, an infinite banking. So again, great source of information. If you're not already contracted, not already registered, get registered. It's a great opportunity to learn a little bit more about us. So I'm going to put out a poll question here on our wealth management, and by checking yes, you're just asking for some additional information or that you have questions. So when the DOL ruling came out, we found it really important here at IAMS to make sure the agents are able to capture as much revenue as possible so their agents don't go outside of them. And how we did that, again, is creating our wealth management. There's been so many changes with the DOL ruling, with terminations of specific policies and procedures, to the continuation of some. So if you think that DOL ruling went away, it did not. There's still changes to come. So, we wanted to make sure with those changes that you were able to have a recurring revenue with managed money fees. You're able to offer a full range of products and services by having that client retention, and then also strengthening that relationship with clients because you're viewed differently by your clients. You're viewed as a fiduciary. So if you have questions on, gosh, do I need a Series 65? Don't I? If I don't want to get a Series 65, how am I able to capture those, that revenue? Check yes. We'll go over those questions with you and see what we can do to help you out. We also have a Life and Annuity Academy. This is industry recognized. We're just so proud of this. This is a 2-day, all-expense paid academy. We have about 3 a year. Our next one is March 13th through the 15th, and that will be in Dallas, Texas. We pay for everything from your airfare, lodging, meals, and what it is, it's a 2-day packed training. We go over different sales ideas and strategies from top producers all over the United States. We go over index annuities and unravel them. When's a good time to utilize an index annuity? When's a good time to use an income rider? Different threats and trends of the industry, how to overcome client objections. We go over different turnkey seminar systems and what works best for your area, whether that is coffee and cookies in a library or your more formal sit-down seminars, large life case marketing, whether we're looking at single premium life or infinite banking, different insurance concepts, wealth transfer tools, sales tools. Again, we poll agents all over the United States. We had close to 1,000 register. We take about 35 to 40. Great opportunity to meet colleagues all over, pick their brains, go over, again, what I just discussed here. Check yes. We'll answer any questions you have, see if it's a good fit for you and for IAMS, and we'll be happy to get those questions answered. So in addition to great commissions and different carrier incentives, here at IAMS we thought it was really important to offer our own incentive, and we find it more like a family reunion actually, and what we call it is our 2019 Marketing Summit. It'll be August 25th through the 29th, 2019 in Naples, Florida at the Ritz-Carlton. We have long invitational periods. We want as many agents to attend as possible. So this invitational period started January 1st, 2018, goes all the way through June 30th, 2019. When I say it feels like a family reunion is because we have so many agents. Once they qualify for their first one, they want to come back. They want to see us and the IAMS family. They want to see the other agents and, who their guests that they brought and, see how they're doing, catch up. There's bonds that are formed, and we're really proud of that. If you and a guest would like to attend, you can attend with a combination of one of these, whether you're placing $3 million of annuity premium with us, $1.5 million of MedSup premium. You can do $2.25 million of single premium life, $250,000 of life target premium, or $600,000 of long-term care premium. So again, great opportunity you have through June of next year in order to attend that marketing summit, August 25th through the 29th. What we're going to go over is annuity hybridization and just making the absolute most of your annuity sales. We're not asking to pull additional fund or find additional funds for this sale. It's taking one annuity sale and making it into two. And how we do that is we'll go over, your standard annuity sale and what the benefits are of an annuity, commission, the downfalls of it, and then go over that multidimensional sell, the benefits of doing that, why it's so popular, who's a prospect, underwriting, and why would you sell that great annuity alternative. So on the standard annuity sale, we'll use easy numbers here. If you have a 65-year-old female and she inherits $100,000, whether that be from a family member or a spouse, and you're looking at that $100,000 and she's familiar with annuities, she has some invested and she wants to put it back into an annuity because the benefits of that annuity is a tax-deferred growth. She knows that she's going to get better than bank returns. It's going to be so much better than a CD or a money market or just leaving it in the bank. Her concern is, not all annuities offer long-term care or home health care benefits, so that may not be available. She knows that she doesn't want to take an individual policy out because, one, they're expensive, and two, she doesn't know if she's going to utilize that. It's a quick turnaround for both you and your client with around a 1-week turnaround, unless you're going after 1035 funds, and then at times it can take longer. The cons of that annuity or the detriment of that would be all of that growth is taxable upon distribution. And then, of course, it's taxable at death above that cost basis. So we have to remember it is not taxable at that client's income tax rate. It is taxable at the beneficiary's income tax bracket, which for the most part at times is more than what the annuitant is. So there's a big tax consequence there. Using just average 6% commission to you, you would make $6,000 on that sale, which is a great commission on this $100,000, and you did a good job for your client. What we're saying is, instead of taking that $100,000 and sticking that all into annuity, let's break that up. And how we're going to break that up is this hybridization. It's a multi-dimensional sale. Take that $100,000, put $50,000 into an annuity. You still get that tax-deferred growth. You still are doing better than bank returns. More than likely, you're not going to get those long-term care or home health care benefits, but you get that great one-week turnaround. It's still taxable upon distribution and is taxable at death, and your commission is cut in half. It's at $3,000. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that other $50,000 and invest it in that annuity alternative with single premium life. And what you do is you earn tax-deferred growth, just like that annuity. You still have better than bank returns, just like that annuity. But the difference you're going to start seeing is you have those long-term care, home health care benefits automatically built in. They're not additional. They're not an additional cost. It's not an additional rider. And so with that $50,000, your client is going to get $2,284 a month for 3 years for long-term care. For home health care, they're getting $1,370 a month for 5 years. So you can see we take care of that concern that the client has on those nursing care, home health care benefits with this one product. Also, typically it's less than a 1-week turnaround. It's an immediate decision on the phone. And then if you have monies submitted with it, then you go ahead and we issue the policy within 24 hours and you're paid within 2 banking days. Tax-free benefits, which is great. It's tax-free at death, which is huge. So if you have a client that has a lot of annuities or monies in annuities and you need to offset that tax consequence to their beneficiaries, then this would be a great opportunity to check that box off, because this will help defer any of those or help pay for any of those taxes. And your commission on this is $4,000. So your total commission is $1,000 more, and you haven't found any additional funds. You're using that same $100,000. So instead of being paid $6,000 on that one annuity, you broke it up. You help to take care of her nursing care, home health care benefits. You help take care of the beneficiary's tax consequences from inheriting the additional monies. You took care of so many, it increased in the estate. So, and you earned $1,000 more in commission. So tax-free long-term care, because it's based off that death benefit. Tax-free home health care, again, based off that death benefit. There's a $32,500 immediate increase in the estate and $82,500 tax-free death benefit, again, with $1,000 more in commission. Not by finding additional money, but using that same money the client was going to use in an annuity. Here's that illustration on this female 65. This mimics an annuity. It's an index product. It is allocated in the S&P. The client puts in $50,000. They get a 5% bonus. So they get an additional $2,500. So they have a purchasing power of $52,500. If you look at the first year on the non-guaranteed side, if they pass away that first year, their beneficiaries are getting $112,630. Absolute guaranteed death benefit of $82,500, and that is guaranteed to age 120. You can tell that the cash value continues to build in this policy. It is a great opportunity. There's 5% free withdrawals of the cash value, of the accumulation value. So if they ever need funds, they are able to withdraw that out. And again, it covers those nursing care home healthcare benefits. It's a multi-dimensional sale. At age 90, you can tell they have $139,000 in death benefit. It's a really good multi-dimensional product, whether you're looking for, home health care, long-term care, breaking that up and to give a great death benefit. So why is this so popular? And the reason it is because we have people living longer, and $1.4 trillion, that's trillion, is going to be passed on to the next generation. What are they going to do with that money? We need to make sure that we're capturing some of those funds and not losing sales because, we're just thinking of annuities and not diversifying that. It's an income tax-free wealth transfer. There's such a high cost for long-term care. And again, a lot of clients, they are living longer, but they feel great. They don't want to either use it or lose it. They don't want to take that chance on doing that, or they've been declined by long-term care, which is underwritten differently. That is underwritten for morbidity, where this is mortality. Again, hassle-free. There's never any type of exams or labs. It's an immediate decision on the phone. When you're sitting with a client and you fill out that application, you complete a telephone interview right then and there. Same questions that are on the app are on that telephone interview. And it's built for health history, so whether your client is in pristine health or whether your client has some health history, we're able to get those approved. It's faster and quicker than an annuity. Turnaround time, again, immediate decision on the phone. Submit an app with money. It's issued and placed the next day, and you're paid before you even receive the policy itself. Top commissions up to 15% commission depending on ages, which we can go up to age 85 on our traditional single premium life, and we have ones that go up to 99 that take up to $100,000 on a guaranteed side, and we also have some that protect from Medicaid spend down. Guaranteed interest rate, depending on the product, you're looking at 2 to 3%. Great tax deferral. And again, it allows the client both growth, safety, and tax-free benefits. Underwriting, again, I keep saying this because it's so important. A lot of agents who write annuities, got out of writing life insurance because they thought, gosh, it, takes 2 or 3 months, or there's exams, or there's, medical records. This is simplified issue. There are no exams or labs. They approve right on the spot. It starts at a table 4. And we have some carriers that issue to a table 8, underwritten for mortality. So if they were declined for long-term care, or they had a knee replacement, or, a hip replacement, those are not declinable health issues here for single premium life. They are for long-term care, but they are not for single premium life. We underwrite for morbidity. Your client can be diabetic, insulin controlled. As long as their A1C is not above 8, we're able to approve. Heart attack 3 years ago. A stroke 2 years ago, as long as there are no residuals. Cancer 3 years ago from date of last treatment. Really liberal underwriting. Again, issue ages, you can go up to age 95, up to age 99 on the one product that we have. So if they've aged out of annuities, or their annuities are coming due, you don't want to earn 1.5% on a commission, or 1%. They don't want to be limited to, putting their money in annuity. Let's move that over into single premium life. So why do you sell it? Why sell single premium life? Because the need for those home healthcare benefits are high. People are living longer. Medicine and technology has allowed that to, for people to live a longer life. And so because of that, they need to look for alternatives. The average median in the United States for nursing care is $73,000 a year. And people stay around 2.4 years is the average length of stay for a nursing home. Most people are around age 79 when they get admitted into a nursing home. And 40% of individuals are actually age 65 when they enter a facility. When you look at long-term care and whether a client will use long-term care, or they have an opportunity to pay, $285 a month, which is an average premium for anyone ages 70, 74, and they may not use it. They're throwing that money away, money that they don't get to earn again to recoup. A client would need just a minimum for long-term care is $178,120 for long-term care. In 2001, long-term care was such a concern that there were 700,000 long-term care policies sold. In 2017, there was only 70,000. However, this long-term care life combination, or this hybrid policy, there was over 3.6 billion, that's not million, that is billion in premium just last year alone. What that's saying is people are interested in these hybrid policies, and if you're not selling it, you are losing out on sales, you're losing clients, and you're losing commission. This is the number one reason for bankruptcy for clients, unfortunately, are medical expenses, or they have to spend down everything they have and go into a county type of nursing home, which isn't the most ideal thing. So let's help them out. Who exactly is a prospect for this? Again, qualified accounts. You can actually take qualified funds and transfer that into single premium life. So we'll get that transfer. There's an internal SPIA that's built into the policy. So it's one policy with an additional policy built in. Any annuity clients that you have that are able to do 10% free withdrawals, let's utilize that and put that in single premium life. Any RMDs that they're not utilizing for income. Underperforming policies. So if they have all those old UL policies that were taken out in the 80s or 90s and they're imploding, let's not spend down the monies in that policy. Let's take that before it's gone and put that into single premium life. If they're tired of paying continuous pay, whether it's on a UL or whole life policy, let's move those funds and give them a paid up policy. Any underperforming CDs or excess money in checking or savings, we need a minimum of $5,000. That's not a lot that they can put in. So, if they have additional funds in their savings or checking, they're earning 0.25%. Let's use that money for single premium life. And again, any clients that were declined for long-term care, that does not mean that they're declined for single premium life. So there's so many avenues to look for these sales. Again, when you're sitting in front of a client and they have $50,000 or $100,000 that they want to put into annuity, think about single premium life. You increase your commission. You give them those nursing care benefits. You help their beneficiaries. If you say, gosh, I don't have a person to go see, to put that $50,000 or $20,000 or $100,000 in, go back to your annuity clients, look at those 10% free withdrawals that they're not utilizing for income, their RMDs, any of those old policies that they took out when they were married, and they have $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 in there. Take that money and let that work better for your clients. So there's a lot of opportunity for this annuity hybridization. Again, it's taking one sale and making two. It's covering the basis for your clients. It's letting your clients know that you're not there for just an annuity sale. You're really looking out for them, and more importantly, you're looking out for their beneficiaries as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out the last poll question here, and if you'd like to receive more information on single premium life, I'll be happy to do that. While that poll question is out, we'll answer any questions. So yes, this is approved in the state of California, so we are able to sell that. The nursing care, home health care benefits, those will vary state to state because it is the state of California, but these products are available there. So the product being illustrated, we had a question, what product is being illustrated? And that product is an indexed product. So it's a single premium life product with one of our top carriers. The 5% free withdrawal is not considered a return of premium. So the 5% free withdrawal, the accumulation value, again, is not considered a return of premium. There is a return of premium in some of our products that are built in. So if the client's concerned about their monies, they are able to get all of their monies back, minus any withdrawals, of course. So let's take a look at any other questions. There's a question in regards to a post-claim. If a client passes away within the first 2 years, that's under the contestability clause, so that will be reviewed, but that's standard. And yes, you can use qualified monies to fund a single premium life. So we have great products that do that. So if, for example, that client has $100,000 that they want to transfer, but they cannot, and nor is it a wise thing to have them pay taxes on that full $100,000. What we do is we take that $100,000, and again, real loose numbers here, that may purchase a $200,000 death benefit. So what we do is we take that $100,000 and we break that up into 10 1099. So the client will receive a 1099 each year for 10 years, let's say on $10,000. If they pass away, let's say in the 5th year, and there's $50,000 left in that policy on that internal SPIA, then what we do is we pay out that $200,000 death benefit, and the beneficiaries get that additional fund of $50,000. Those count toward RMDs. You still get paid up to 15% commission on that full $100,000, and it's a great way to diversify your client's fund. So again, questions on that, I'll be happy to run quotes for you. It doesn't look like we have any additional questions. I will send this recording out to everyone, so you will get a recorded version of this. I will also personally call each and every one of you. Want to thank you so much for taking time out on your Friday. Really do appreciate it. I can't stress enough, this is just such a great opportunity. Let's ask questions. Give me a call. I'll run quotes. I'll go over specifics with you, see what we're able to do to help you and your clients out. Just have a great and outstanding year. You know, we're not asking for you to stop selling annuities. We want you to sell annuities, but this is a great way to increase your income by taking that same sale and just breaking it up. Again, this is Sandy Vicanti. I head up the life division here, and I'm just so grateful for everyone taking the time for your questions to listen to this great informative webinar. Hope you have a safe and great weekend. Thank you so much.